Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, I'm going to be talking about an event coming to Grand Theft Auto Online soon that are going to give players a bunch of free money. And this is really exciting, and this is the sort of stuff that I want Rockstar to continue to add into GTA Online. So let's talk about it right now, and then more that they could introduce in the future. So this is currently not in-game. It's a part of the drip feed from the Criminal Enterprises DLC update. A lot of drip feed that they added. And this information is coming from Wildbrick142. It is called the Smuggler Plane Random Event. Essentially what happens is a plane with an engine failure spawns at random. You follow it to where it crashes to collect a briefcase, and it's going to have cash and RP. And Wildbrick142 has actually provided some footage of this happening. You can see they're driving their pink car. And then in the minimap in the bottom left, you can see that blue blip appears, and that is the plane with the engine failure. And then if you follow that blip, it'll turn into a bigger blue circle with an X, and you actually have to dive underneath to find the briefcase, and then you'll get a certain amount of money and RP. And then you can see there it says Smuggler Cash Collected, and that one had $10,000. So pretty easy to just get some fast cash here in Grand Theft Auto Online. And it reminds me of a lot of the older events that we had. Like way back in 2013, 2014, when we could find like money trucks and we could break those open for a couple $1,000s or something along those lines. That was when Grand Theft Auto Online just felt so like fun at the very beginning, when you would find those money trucks and blow open the doors to get the cash on the inside. And this is kind of what it reminds me of right here. So in my opinion, that is very cool. We also have some text in the in-game files that tell us what's going to be happening. You guys can see there it says Smuggler Plane, focus on the Smuggler Cash, Smuggler Cash Collected, Smuggler Trail failed, passed, and start. First interaction, go to location, interact at location, find cash, interact with cash, finish ambush, flare, focus on Smuggler Cash, look for another flare highlighting the next location, follow the trail before it disappears to collect a Smuggler Cash. The trail leading to the Smuggler Cash has disappeared. Continue following the trail to a Smuggler Cash to earn cash and RP. Investigate the flare, collect the Smuggler Cash. Smuggler Cash collected. You discovered a Smuggler Trail. You discovered another flare. So there's going to be two events, not just one. The one we looked at there was the Smuggler Plane event. So there is going to be more than one of these events, which in my opinion is pretty cool. And we got some more details from that from Rockstar Games insider Tez Funds 2, who ended up saying this regarding both of those random events that are going to happen soon in GTA Online. He said that's what Rockstar is doing with the free mode creator when someone was talking about the money trucks needing to return. They added two new drip feed free mode events with this latest update: Smuggler Plane and Smuggler Trail. And all of this is definitely not going to be the last new batch of free mode events that we would get to experience. So it's only a matter of time until we receive a new one similar to the Armored Truck event. That is awesome, and that gets me really excited, not only for what Rockstar has introduced in this update, but also kind of what it looks like they plan on doing in the future. Again, that's something I kind of talked about in the beginning of this video. If you weren't around at the beginning of Grand Theft Auto Online, there would be those armored money trucks you would see in single player spawning around, and you just had to like blow the back door open and you get a couple $1,000, $10,000. It was really fun. It was organic. It was easy to do. Players would often fight over them like, it's going to be my money truck, you're not going to get away with it. So hopefully Rockstar continues to add more of these in the future. And if I recall correctly, I do think money trucks randomly spawn around the map, but I think it only happens, number one, if someone just completed a heist mission in your lobby, like if you did the Pacific Standard job. And I know there's one that goes in and around the Diamond Casino and Resort. That's something we've covered actually a couple of years ago when that DLC came out. So they do exist, and Rockstar has them in online. We just don't have them as like a free roam event money source. But we could going forward in the future. And there's some more follow-up to this entire thing, with someone saying, you said the script for the original Armored Truck event was removed several years ago. If it's added back, would it be a brand new event? Or can those removed scripts be recovered and inserted back on the game? And he said Rockstar won't just bring back the script, they would recreate the event within the free roam creator. Thus, you could see it somewhat as a brand new event. The upside is we could see armored trucks following a consistent scenario, having a starting point and an end point, maybe stopping at Fleeca banks in between. The downside is it won't be randomized due to the limitations of the creator. Only a finite number of variants we could experience. So it's not going to be random if this sort of thing is added, where you'll have a truck here, a truck there. It'll have a various route, or it'll have a beginning point and an end point, as TezFunds2 just said there. But something like that would still be fun. And Rockstar could even add little variables, like if you followed the money truck or you let it complete its route and then you robbed it, you got more money out of it. So if you were patient, you would get a bigger reward, or if you just did it at the first stop, you wouldn't have to wait all that much time, but you would get sort of a lesser payout. There's a lot of fun ways in which Rockstar could do something like this to keep GTA Online fresh without having to necessarily do things like brand new big missions or businesses. These are just sort of fun things that might take your time away for 5 or 10 minutes, but you say to yourself, man, that was really fun and that was kind of random, and I was rewarded with a little bit of money at the end of the day, which is also nice. And on the topic of those money trucks, again, Rockstar Games insider TezFunds2 ended up saying this about how it could work. This just crossed my mind. Heists are the prime focus of Rockstar nowadays. Imagine a new random event where armored trucks spawn depending on how many players are in the lobby who completed X heist. For example, completing the Diamond Casino heist spawns an armored truck leaving the casino. Finishing the Fleeca Bank heist spawns one at a Fleeca Bank around the map. This applies to all the players in the lobby and not necessarily you as a player. And maybe have the payouts multiply 2 times or 3 times depending on whether there are 2 or 3 players who completed the same heist. I mean, that is a great idea, and it would have those money trucks just spawning randomly around the map. It would also encourage Rockstar to have players still go into public sessions. As you guys know, with the last update, they pretty much gave you no reason to go into a public session. You can do really anything you want in an invite-only one. But now if other players completing a heist have a randomly generated chance of spawning money trucks that could be loaded with cash that you could get into, it might keep you staying in a public session for just a little bit to see what's going on. And maybe that could be enough motivation from Rockstar to want to do something like that. But as always, I would love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. Let me know what you think about everything we discussed in this video today regarding the random events that are going to be occurring in online, the free money that we're going to be gathering, and future events like armored money trucks that could definitely be showing up. Let me know what you guys are thinking in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.